Hi guys, P3 day 18, up 1 pound. So, 120.8. I only had 4 glasses of water yesterday. I'm under extreme stress. I'm very bloated. That could be fat, or it could be that I'm about to start. Could just be all the hormones from Clomid, who knows. But I'm up 9 pounds from my LIW. You know, I'm not going to freak out. I mean, it's upsetting, but I'm not going to freak out. Just going to keep running and keep, eating to hunger and see what happens. It's funny because as it's climbed, it's like, oh man, maybe 114, 115. I was 114.6 before I went out of town. But now I'm just hoping to stabilize under 120. So, anyway, I'll stabilize where my body needs to. And I have like 3 days till P4, but just depending on what my body calls for, I may not go into P4 yet, just because I have had such issues stabilizing. So we'll just see. And I can't wait to get my body stat analysis done, because before it showed that even though I went up in weight, I went down like 3% body fat. Just right quick, I want to show you guys what my husband got me for Valentine's Day. It's a leather cuff. I've wanted one for a while. You can pick little like metal sayings to go over it. It says, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." That's Anne Frank. So I'm going to show it to you guys. So there it is. And then there's the back. How cute is that? So yesterday had my normal foods I told you I was going to have, and then at dinner had a 6-ounce filet and lobster tail, some spinach dip with a fork, and I woke up in the middle of the night so thirsty I had to actually wake up and go drink a bottle of water, and that was my second bottle of water for the day, so that's included in the 4. So definitely dehydrated. About to go get a coffee and get a venti ice water. We're headed to the grocery store. I'm cramping a little bit too, so I'm probably about to start. I think it's like, from when I thought I ovulated, it's like 8 days past ovulation. So, when I started the Clomid, I started later than I was supposed to, and I started on HCG. So I knew it was gonna, probably be a fluke, but I was just ready to do it. Headed to the grocery store, not sure what I'll get. I'm under so much stress that I just don't even know what I want. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but so we have the teenage angst going on, and essentially it comes down to just pride and stubbornness. And my teenager is very passionate, very prideful, very stubborn, very strong-willed, which is going to be great for him in his life. But with that comes, challenges until he fully matures, and our brains aren't fully formed until we're 25. So, he's 18. He has 7 years to learn so much more, and for his brain to even develop, and then, we keep learning. But, essentially what it comes down to is, out of pridefulness and stubbornness, he decided to move in with his biological dad's mom in Memphis, Mississippi, right outside of Memphis. And, he has like 2.5 months till he graduates. Supposedly, he's going to school there. They told him he had to go to school. So supposedly, that's all good. But it's still worrisome. He got on a Greyhound bus last night at 7 o'clock. And to make matters worse, my sister that I just visited bought the ticket for him. So, you can say there's a lot of different emotions going on in me right now. Not only am I grieving this unexpected thing and my son leaving, but I have a lot of anger and hurt towards my sister. There's just some boundaries you don't overstep. And that's one of them. She didn't even talk to me about it first. So, but there's so many different motivations and issues there that I just won't even go into unless I need to vent later. Anyway, so, you know, he was going to leave the house and go to college in 2 months anyway. I think he's going to have some internships that are going to be awesome for him, and this summer in production and film. And so, you know, in that sense, like, I was going to have to grieve him leaving anyway. And, you know, I walked past his room and I'm heartbroken, and I couldn't sleep last night. And my husband and I on our Valentine's dinner were both crying and angry, and, you know, just all these things. He didn't want us to come to the bus stop, but we did. We went to say goodbye. And it's just those gut-wrenching cries. So, it's just really hard. But I believe that God is sovereign, even with my sister intervening. Yeah, Mommy's not gonna. Mommy won't cry, buddy. Thank you. I believe that. Even in all that, God is sovereign, and some people just have to learn, you know, he's determined to go his own way, and, you know, he knows what's best, and some people have to just learn the hard way. I mean, I was one of them, my dad was one of them, I have a cousin who was one of them, you know, and his story will be even greater someday, but, well, I won't say greater, but, you know, to be a writer, so I guess he wants to write scripts, film scripts and different things, so I guess he'll have some good material, but just like I do in my writing. But anyway, you know, a lot of my hurt and sorrow was fueled into anger towards my sister this morning, and she won't answer my calls, so I left her a message and sent her some text. You know, it's like unforgivable. I don't even know how I can move past it. And obviously it's my sister and I love her and I want to get past it eventually, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So it just caused a lot of division in our family. My other sister's very upset with her. And, you know, our family's been trying to be restored for years and we're finally getting somewhere, and then this is just like causing division. So, anyway, and I felt this desperateness last night, like, oh my gosh, I have to be pregnant, you know? And then I was like, no, I mean, obviously that's not healthy. You can't replace a child and, you know, all of that. But I did feel that way, you know, just like, oh, I need something, you know, else to focus on. I need a replacement, you know? And I know a lot of people feel like that when their kids go to college anyway. But, you know, so again, it was something I was going to have to grieve. Regardless, it's just, you know, I don't know, and he could be back soon. I mean, he talks about how his grandmother's house, I mean, she's going to drive him nuts, and he doesn't have a car. We cut his phone off. He's off our car insurance. Like, he was texting my husband last night begging him to still pay for his iPhone. It's like, you are delusional. If you want to be an adult, go be one. We're not going to still give you an iPhone. Like, ridiculous. So, of course it's all my fault. So, anyway, you know, obviously I've raised him for 18 years, and he's never been with his biological dad's family, and he's going to go graduate from the high school I graduated from. It's like, I left that for a reason. He's going to be working for my friend who owns a restaurant there, my friend that I was best friends with in high school. And then his dad is best friends with my other best friend from high school. So it's like very strange that he's going there and kind of doing that. Like, it's just bizarre. And I mean, they're good people. It's not that. His dad is very angry, hates the world, thinks he knows everything. Atheist, which, hey, you can be atheist if you want. It's just, you know, just very contrast, you know, differently. But anyway, so, that's what I'm going through. We're going to go out on another date tonight because my husband's like, we need it, and there's a gym that does childcare at night, and so we're going to, on tonight, for people to go out on Valentine's, so we're going to go see a funny movie. I know, buddy, I'm just turning around. We're going to go see a funny movie, and, we're going to go buy an entryway piece for for our entryway. Retail therapy, I guess. And I mean, we need it anyway, and we've been talking about getting it, so it's not really retail therapy, but so we're gonna do that, and that'll be fun. Probably go out to eat. So anyway, I appreciate prayers and just so much up in the air, you know, all this with him and my weight going up and not getting the tummy tuck and trying to get pregnant and not wanting to get your hopes up about that, and like it's just a lot. You know, I kind of feel like it's at a crossroads, and you know, his life is definitely at a crossroads, and there's a lot of guilt there too, because it's like, you know, I don't want to feel like I'm choosing, you know, it just, there's guilt there, like, am I choosing this other life that he's not a part of, but I know I'm not, and I know that's not true.
Of course. No.
I'm gonna go because I don't really want to cry around Chase, so I love you guys, and just keep us in your prayers. My race is tomorrow, so that's good, and I'll keep you guys updated, and I will keep carrying on. So, I mean, I'm at peace. I have internal peace. I've been through enough in my life to know that everything works out in the end. It's still painful in the process. So, all right, guys, love you. Say bye, guys.